like almost 8:10 here.
It's late. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, everybody. So I'm excited to have Julie Cruz here tonight to talk to y'all. I met Julie on the cruise. We were presenters together, and she is an executive director with Color Street. And in April, she was our rock star in the team building category for April 2019. She enrolled 9 new stylists, and she was #1 in the entire company. So I reached out to her after seeing this. I was so excited for her and asked her to just jump on and talk to our team about, how she is so successful with enrollment, because we have an enrollment challenge going on right now on our team. And I just thought this would be a good little boost for everybody to hear from somebody outside of our team who's so successful, and maybe she can kind of share some little tricks and tidbits with us to help us through the month of May. So Julie, thank you so much for joining us, and I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
Oh, you're welcome. So I met Leah on the cruise, and we were both so scared to go up there and speak, but we got through it, so I'm proud of us. My name's Julie Cruz. Just to give you guys a little bit about me, I signed up with Color Street in July of last year, so it's been 10 months, and I became executive director right before the cruise. So what was that, in February. So that was amazing. Just to give you guys a little bit of my background, I think it'll help as we go through this training today. I started off 5 years ago. I had a handmade business. I was making mason jar tumblers, and I had an online presence with Instagram. And I think, honestly, the majority of my sales were from Instagram. I was getting to know my customers. I kind of learned a lot about customer service from that. And then I signed up with another direct sales company during that business, because I was trying to get my health in order and all this. So anyway, I feel like I have always done well with things that I've done, but I've worked really hard and not necessarily seen the success, So I did that one for about a year and a half. And then I jumped ship and went to a different company. And I did that for a year, and I felt okay, I feel like everything that I had done was kind of preparing me. I was learning things through each one. And then my little sister was hosting a Color Street party, and I was like, I'm not going to go. I mean, I know what those things are. They're not going to fit on my nails. They're not going to look good, but I was trying to be a nice sister. And so I ordered 4 sets. I didn't try it. I didn't do it. I just ordered 4 sets. I'm like, buy 3, get 1 free. That's such a deal. So I'm like, sure. And you guys, at the time, I had done my nails maybe once a year. I would go for my anniversary and get my nails done. I never had my nails done, but I always felt pretty and put together when I did. So I was the kind of person who got the packages in the mail, and I'm like, oh, sweet. And I open it up, and I'm not even trying to read the directions. I've never watched a video. I'm like, I got this, everything's good. So I put the nails on. I actually take out a strip and I cut it before I even do anything. The whole top coat's still on there. And I'm calling my sister, you lied to me. These are not easy. What the heck? And she's like, did you take the top off? I was like, oh. And then I put it on, and I was like, okay, this feels like a game changer. This is different. What is going on with this? I can't believe how good these look. And I did them myself. So, immediately that was starting to turn in my head, coming from a background of doing businesses like this. Immediately in my head, I was like, shoot, I can't ignore this. I can't ignore what just happened here. And I was like, oh, that inner turmoil, how am I going to do this? Because I feel like I should. So that's a little brief intro into what I hosted a party, I should say. I hosted a party. The party had $580 in sales in a couple days. And then I was like, shoot, I should just sign up. And the person who signed me up didn't tell me, first of all, that I could have received host rewards and commissions from the same orders. And I didn't know that that was even an option. So I'm adding people in. So that's something that I always think about later. But I want, as you guys are hopping on, I want you guys to write in the chat, what is it that pushed you over the edge to say, I'm doing this? I'm going to sign up as a stylist. Tell us what it was there. This is not what we call your why in your business. Like, what's driving you to do well? Not that. I want to know what pushed you over the edge to say, I'm going to click submit and I'm going to sign up. Like, what was it at the end of the day that said, I have to do this? For me, it was just like, I can't ignore this. I feel like this is really fun, and I needed fun. I needed something that wasn't hard, you know, like I needed something that was fun. And I'd never done that before with any of my other companies. I'd never hosted parties or did any of that. And so for me, that fun factor was like, it just seemed like a no-brainer. So let me know what it was for you. I needed something girly. I have 3 boys. Yeah, I have twins too. I should say that maybe a little bit about myself, right? I've been married for, well, you guys are telling me this. So I've been married for almost 16 years. We have 4 kids. Oldest is 13, then almost 12. And my twins just turned 9 on Wednesday, last week. So yeah, life is crazy. And I've been able to be home with the twins since the twins were born. I've been able to be home. So I've kind of had to do some of these other little businesses to help provide for our family. So anyway, let me know what it was that pushed you over the edge. And I want you guys, people ask me all the time, like, how do you sign up so many people? And honestly, you guys, I keep that at the forefront of my mind. What pushed me over the edge is what is going to push my customers over the edge. Okay. How I'm feeling, I'm going to be attracting those same people to me. And how I was feeling is the same as what they're feeling most of the time. So that's what I want you to keep that in your mind when you're formulating your posts, when you're talking in your VIP group and all of that. Like, think about what pushed you over the edge, because most likely that's what's going to be for your customers. So some people are saying, so easy, made me feel put together. Totally. Product quality, fun, and people. Also that it was a ground floor company. That was like really helped push me over the edge. I needed something for myself, and I was excited to have something fun to do with my girls. Yep, I have 2 girls. I love the product and wanted to have some additional income. So do you guys see the theme here? Like, everybody signs up for different reasons, but the reason why you signed up, I want you to talk about that. Like, have you ever gone on your personal page or in your VIP group and explained exactly why you decided to sign up? Like, do they know that? Do they know why you signed up? My VIPs know. I talk about it on my personal page all the time. So if you haven't shared your story, even if you're terrified to go live, just go live and share your heart. That's where I would start. Okay. That was I'm getting off on tangents. I would have notes here. Let me look. Okay. So let's just say that this training will be called the baby steps of recruiting. And I'm going to give you guys 5 steps that I tend to do in my business that have seemed to work for me. And I guess what I'm trying to say from my story is that I have remained consistent through the last 5 years of being a part of a handmade business and then being part of direct sales and network marketing. I've remained consistent on my social media. I feel like that's the number one thing that you guys have to remember, is that you can't post in your VIP group one day and then don't post for 2 weeks and think that you're going to get any sort of consistency or customers inside your group. It's just not going to happen. So number 1, get your head in the game. Now, you might be like, that has nothing to do with recruiting, but it really does, you guys. I know you hear it all the time. I know Jackie preaches it all the time. Personal development is such a big deal. If your mindset is not right, if you're not positive in your mindset, you are going to project that negativity to the people who are watching you. And you know who you're going to recruit? Negative people. You're going to recruit people that you don't want to have on your team. So you have to project who you want to be. So that's making I am statements, getting sticky notes, put them on your computer, put them on your mirror. I am successful. I am whatever you want it to be for yourself. And I like to say, you can't share this business with the kind of enthusiasm that you need in order to recruit without the confidence that what you have is worth sharing. Okay. What we have is a gold mine. What we have in front of us is worth sharing, but you have to first start with your mindset to know that you are worth it, to first of all, in order for people to want to join you. I tell my team, and we're really good about this, but there's no negativity allowed. Like, I don't want to hear negativity. We got to spin it around to the positive. That's not to say that you don't have bad days. Everybody's going to have bad days. You just have to know who to go to for those things. But try to always switch it around to the positive. And that took a lot of years for me, you guys, a lot of years of daily personal development to get my mind right and switch it, because I used to be the glass half empty kind of girl. Like, every day I saw the negative in everything, and I've slowly had to change my mindset. So if you don't have, or if you're listening to PD right now, if you can tell us in the chat what you're listening to or what you're reading, because I think that's gonna be the first game changer in your business. Okay, so for number 2, if you guys are taking notes, I don't know. It's called A New Spin on Business Blessings. I don't know much about your guys' team, but for me and my team, we do something at least once a week called Business Blessing. That is thinking about something that has blessed you from this business. It doesn't always have to be financial, but if it is, like, you paid your cell phone bill this week from your commission, you paid your mortgage last month, you paid your cell phone bill, you paid for tires. Okay. So some of the think about those things and the financial things. Or let's say you really connected with someone on your team this week, and you're just so thankful for the camaraderie and the team and the community that you have. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. Like, for me, I'm a super introverted person in real life. If you guys meet me in real life, you're gonna be like, is that the same girl? Because online, I can portray myself as being outgoing and having a great personality, but in person, I'm like, like going in the corner. So anyway, think about those things. And I know that you guys may hear this. I don't know if Leah talks about it, but if you guys may hear, like, talk about business blessings, but I want you to think about those and post on your personal page once a week. Once a week, one business blessing. Hands down, there's 2 things that I feel like are game changers in my business. Posting business blessings weekly is one thing where I feel like you guys I don't send messages. I don't try and reach out to people and make them do this. I post business blessings and they come to me. I'm not kidding. Like, you have to get vulnerable and honest and real and authentic with what your story is, and talk about that to your audience weekly. And I know what you're thinking in your head. Weekly, that's so much everybody, like, I don't want them to bombard people with my nails. No, you're not going to. We're going to talk about that later. But you're not going to bombard them. Plus, let's be real, like 10% of the people who are on your friends list are going to see your post. So don't be scared to do it once a week, because they're probably not going to see it, and it's okay. Okay. You have to remember that you have a gift, and to think about the girl you want to attract when you're formulating your posts. So, are you a working mom? Are you a stay-at-home mom? Do you like coffee? Do you like, you guys, I have a Ray Dunn obsession, like, for real, like it's outrageous. I have tons. And I talk about those things on my personal page. So remember the person that you are trying to attract. If you are a working mom, your target market is going to be a businesswoman who is busy but likes to hustle. If you're a stay-at-home mom, it might be another stay-at-home mom that has kids at home and who is who's like looking for something to fill her cup. Tons of the girls on my team didn't really sign up for the income, but they needed a hobby. They wanted something that was for them. So when you're making those business blessings posts, remember the people that you're thinking about, and kind of, I always say, talk to them. Talk to the girl that you were. Talk to the girl that you're looking for. And I tell myself this all the time. Someone on the other end of my computer needs to hear what I'm saying. And if someone hadn't reached out to me, I wouldn't be where I am today, right? I wouldn't be here with this amazing business that's completely changed my life in a very short amount of time if someone didn't have the courage to reach out to me, or if I didn't have the courage to reach out to them, right? So remember that, I don't know, I always have a lot of people who I don't even realize are looking at me or who are thinking about this opportunity because they've seen my posts, they're coming to me. And in addition to business blessings, make sure that you're shouting out your teams. Even if you have one girl, if they're doing something amazing, someone hit their jumpstart, someone rank advanced, your team just hit $500,000 in lifetime sales. Talk about those things. You guys, I got 4 girls in April to sign up with me on the same day I posted a post, and you can look on my Facebook, a post that said that our team hit, I don't remember, it was like 500,000 in lifetime. And I had 4 girls sign up that same day because of that post. So I know that it's scary sometimes to talk about that stuff, but people need to hear that. And you're the person on the other end who is struggling right now to pay their bills and they need new tires on their car and they don't know where the next paycheck's going to come from. They're going to be looking at your post and they will reach out to you when it's time. You don't know, you never know who's watching. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a financial, if you guys have questions too as we go, you guys can post them down. It doesn't always have to be a financial blessing. Another thing along with the business blessings, I don't know how you guys do your samples, but I have a package. So this is what I send to my customers. It's like in a cute little cellophane. It talks about take the Color Street, actually just redid these, but it's okay. Take the Color Street Challenge. It has my information. It has the twosie. I'm going to open this one. It has business card, an alcohol prep pad, and a file. I say that branding, this is like kind of a little tangent on the middle, but branding and branding yourself is such a big deal. I think when people, their first impression of you is a really cute package, they're going to want to try it more. Okay. So I mean, you can purchase on Etsy. I don't know if they have since come down, but sometimes you can purchase on Etsy like a template from someone. Now, what do you do when someone asks for a sample currently? I don't know what you guys could tell me. What do you do when someone asks for a sample or you're posting about a sample? What do you do? I have a Google form. So someone asks for a sample, and I can share my form with Leah after this. Someone asks for a sample. And on that form, it has their email address, their mailing address, how they heard from me, how they prefer me to stay in contact with them, either that's email or Facebook or cell phone, text, whatever. And then I have this little part on the bottom that says, I would like more information on hosting a party. I would like more information on becoming a stylist. Do you guys know how many people click those? It's crazy. So if someone says, I would like more information on becoming a stylist, immediately I'm reaching out to those people. Like, how much time does that take for you? 0. You're already sending them a sample. So that is a really great way for you guys to get people talking to you. Make sure in your business blessings, going back to those, in your business blessing posts at the very end, you end with a question or a call to action. Okay. At the end, and you guys could look at mine, I try and do them on Sundays most of the time because people are dreading going back to work on Monday, and most times at night on Sunday nights are just scrolling through and, looking for posts, right? So when I'm sharing my story or sharing some sort of blessing, could be anything with the business, you always want to say at the end, like, if you'd like more information on what I do as a stylist, I have a considering group, like head to this group and I just tag the group, or comment below and I will get back in touch with you. And that's where the majority of the people are coming back. But asking them a question or giving a call to action at the end of those is going to tell them what to do. Okay. Instead of just like putting your story out there, but then they're like, oh, that's great, but there's nothing in the bottom of it. So make sure that you do that. My page gets the most views on Sundays. I mean, I try and put my business blessings on Sunday nights. Was that a clear envelope or what did you have it wrapped in? It's a like cellophane Oh, here. It's like a cellophane pouch kind of thing. And it has like a insert. I'll give you guys the link, the Amazon link. It keeps everything together, which I appreciate. When do you send out the Google form? So anytime I put these on my personal page, I'll ask like, have you tried this? Or a video that I've created, a 1-minute video that I created myself. And I say, do you want to have a free sample, whatever. Anytime, literally, I do not send a sample out unless someone fills out my form. You don't want to know another tip? On my form, it tells them to go to my VIP group and share their nail feed once they put the nails on and do the challenge for 10 days. So people are immediately requesting to join my group, and then I'm able to follow up and they see, and then I shout them out and say, welcome to my group in the beginning. So I do not send a sample out unless they fill out my form. My form is tinyurl.com/3fold-chic sample, if you guys want to look it up. That's what I do for mine. And I have like 800 people who filled out the form. So, I can go back. The great thing about Google form, you guys, is that you can go through and create an Excel spreadsheet from the people who commented or responded. And then at any point you can go back through and sort it and say, these are the people that asked for more information on a party. These are the people that asked for more information on a sample form. So, on becoming a stylist. Okay. So the next, we're going to finally get to number 3 is, would you want to join you? So I talk to my team all the time about something called a 7-second scroll. So at any given moment, I should be able to go to your personal page. And I should be able to do a 7-second scroll of your page. And I should know at least a few things that you like. Ray Dunn, family, fitness, faith, whatever. And I should know that you're a stylist in 7 seconds. Okay? And I'm not saying every post should be about nails. In fact, I don't want you to. Think of your personal page as a reality show and not an infomercial. So you want to give people a glimpse into your life. You want to give people a glimpse into what you do. You want to give people a glimpse into how amazing these nails are, but you don't want to give them an infomercial all about Color Street. So I try to post one time about Color Street, sharing my nails or whatever. And the rest of if let's just say I'm going to post 5 times in a day on my personal page, you guys, personal page. I know it's hard to post on your personal page. If I'm going to have one post that's about my nails, I want to have 4 that's about me. And so think about 5 things that some people call them 5 pillars, whatever, 5 things that are like define who you are. For me, that is my faith and my family and Ray Dunn, and my nails are in there too. And I try and sprinkle in posts about my personal life. We had a freaking mouse in our house this week, and I told my whole Facebook page that we'd been, the whole saga of trying to get the stinking mouse. It's gone. Thank you, Jesus. But letting people get to know you. The more that people feel that they know you, the more they trust you, and the more they're going to want to purchase from you. So you may think why does it matter if I'm sharing my personal story or sharing my personal life? But the more vulnerable you get, the more people are going to relate to you. And the more they relate to you, the more they're going to want to trust you and then purchase from you. And that really has proven true for me. People are watching more than you realize. So if you want to have sometimes I tell my team, if you want to have an impartial, or I don't know, someone looking at your page and giving you a critique, doing a 7-second scroll and then giving a critique of what your page is, I'm sure Leah or any of their leaders will do that for you guys. And side note, don't have those forwarded things all over your personal page. Okay. I know people like those funny things, and it's if I come to your page and 7 seconds, all I see are forwarded things, nobody's going to know what you're doing. Okay. So if someone likes one of your posts and it's all about your family and how you're struggling with whatever you're sharing your life, they're going to most likely going to click on your name and scroll through. And you want them to see what you're all about in that 7 seconds. Okay. I already said this, but share the accomplishments of your team. Show your team culture. Our team, like my team culture. Oh, you did that today and you're good. My team culture, I've spent a lot of time trying to build a team that is amazing, and they really are. And they lift each other up and they answer questions, and we have this amazing team culture, but it's taken time. But I want to make sure that I'm showing that team culture to my to my personal people on my Facebook page. And people ask me all the time, do I do this in my VIP too? You guys, my VIP group is a little bit different and so is yours, hopefully. People are there for nails, okay? So you can throw in way more nail posts in your VIP group than personal posts. It's kind of opposite. I feel like sometimes in my VIP group, it's more interaction posts, more fun games, and more nail posts. And then I sprinkle in the business blessings too. But your VIP group is more for people, like they're there because of nails. Where your personal page, they are not there because of nails. So make sure that you're telling people about yourself and then also sharing the nails. Okay, number 4. And I talked about this on the cruise. And so you guys might already do this, I don't know, but for our team, we do a nail boss workshop once a month. We just had ours last night. Once a month, and we typically try and have it in the middle of the month. For me and my team, it's a non-negotiable. It's literally how I have had the majority of the people sign up. They get to a sneak peek into what our team is about, our team culture. We have 9 or 10 posts. Last night I had my husband come on with me and he shared on spouse support. And I had so many people like messaging me and talking to me about it. And I think that's such a great topic. So if that's something you guys might want to add, if you have spouses that are supportive. So the way that we do ours, and you guys can watch hopefully you have a recording from the cruise, but we do them once a month. I say it's an all hands on deck situation. I have different people posting every 10 minutes. It can be a personal post or a post with their picture or going live or doing me recording. I let the girls I do a poll at the beginning in my team page, and I ask who wants to be part of the main post, who wants to share business blessings, and who wants to just be available for answering questions. It's an all hands on deck situation, like no excuses. And I think that is where the community aspect comes in. I mean, our workshop last night was electric. And I think it's because so many people on my team were there answering questions, and they had invited a bunch of people, and it was just so amazing to watch. So I think like hands down, like that and posting business blessings are the 2 ways where I feel like people are watching and seeing and coming to me for recruiting. Yeah, I think we had five girls sign up last night, and I can't remember how many today. So that is definitely, I say, yeah. So 1 post every 10 minutes, and then I do a live Q&A at the end. So it ends up being about 2 hours, but it gives you something to invite to. So I don't care if you are a brand new stylist and you have no idea what you're doing, you can invite to a nail boss workshop, sneak peek group, whatever you call it, every single month. And you can let your team do the heavy lifting for you. So your team is showing the team culture. You may not have all the answers because maybe you are new and you don't know what you're doing yet. So inviting to this gives you something to post on your personal page to invite to. And so if you go to my personal page right now, you'll probably see a lot of posts about nails because we just had our workshop. So I was talking about it a lot. So don't judge my 7-second scroll. But okay. And then number 5, the fortune is in the follow-up. So that sample form that I was talking about, I know a lot of times we don't want to be in people's inbox, right? We don't want, and I'm like that too. I don't want to message people, cold message people, and I pride myself on not doing that. I think it's icky and spammy and gross, and I just don't like it. But if someone filled out your sample form and they asked for more information on becoming a stylist or hosting a party, you have permission. You now have permission to talk to those people and to follow up with them and to give them information. Don't let them sit and not follow up with them. Message the people that have asked for more information or have asked to be a part of your workshop. Those are the people that I'm wanting to. And sometimes you guys have to get brave. there have been girls in my VIP group who, you guys probably have them too, who order tons of nail strips from me, and they're posting their nails on their personal page, and they're so excited, and they're telling their friends, and they're inviting people to my group, and like all of that. And I can think of 2 girls who are now stylists on my team who I just had to be brave. And it was in the beginning, and I was still new, and I wasn't even team leader yet. And I was like, these girls need to be stylists. And so I had to be brave. And I went to them and I was like, look, have you ever considered becoming a stylist? And that's all I asked. And they were like, not really, but can you tell me more about it, or let me know about, I'm like, girl, you are buying so many, you would benefit from it just from purchasing for yourself. And one of those girls is a director now, and one of them is a team leader. And they said yes to me just because I asked. And had I not been brave enough to ask, I would have never tried to reach out to them. So sometimes you have to just put yourself aside and be brave and ask people who will rock it. And the worst that can happen is they say no. Who cares? I'm not saying go in your inbox and spam everybody. Would you like to have more information about Color Shade? No, don't do that. But if you know them, they posted a party, you know them in your VIP group, they asked for being a sample, all that stuff, you already have permission. So remember that you have permission. What else? Let's see. Yeah, I say VIP. I mean, ask. I'm sure you guys do this, but ask every single person who hosts a party with you if they would like more information, or if they've considered becoming a stylist. So those are the things that I feel like I've really done consistently and well throughout the months. And honestly, the things that it just came together. I know there's going to be ebbs and flows in our business. And one month I'll have, for me, a low month would be 6 people signing up. And then I think at the top end, I had 12 girls sign up in a month. So you never know who's watching you. And one month you'll have 4, and the next month you'll have 12. You just never know. I feel like what you're doing in your business today is going to come to fruition and show in 2 months. So be consistent every single day. Those posts on your personal page, you have to do them. Okay. I know it's hard to talk about it on your personal page because you don't want people to judge you, but you have to do it. I feel like face-to-face combos are way better than Facebook message. Yeah. People can see your enthusiasm when face-to-face. Yes. And you guys, I say for myself, honestly, I have 99% of my stylists on my team and my customers I don't know personally and met online. So everybody's different. If you are amazing in person, I'm kind of awkward in person. If you're amazing in person, talk to people in person. I mean, have nail samples with you everywhere you go. I mean, I talk to so many people at Target because I go there a lot, and I show my nails, and they always look amazing, and I talk about it. Doesn't it get repetitive by posting on personal page, since most of my friends are also members of my VIP group? I honestly feel like that depends. You should, this is another talk for another day, but you should be trying to expand your network all the time. And so the people who are on your personal page really shouldn't be the only people that are in your VIP group, or the opposite of that. All the people that are in your VIP group shouldn't be your entire friends list. So trying to constantly and consistently put yourself out there. I post on Instagram and I post on Facebook, and I've no joke, had people sign up to be a stylist with me just because they saw a hashtag that I used and came to my page. So you just have to keep trying until something works for you. I'm going back through these messages. If you guys have anything else. Yeah, Leah said she has her Google Doc on her link tree. I do too. But I always put the link in comments, if I'm on Facebook. I did one today. You guys make a video, one video that is 1 minute long of you putting on your nails, and use it all the time. I have one that I don't know why people love it so much, but I have one video that has gone crazy, and people are constantly asking for samples when they watch that video. So make one that's of you with your nails, and people will request samples. I feel like the samples are where everything starts with our business. if you're sending out samples, you are going to have customers who are going to turn into stylists. Like, it's just going to happen. So focus on those. My kids are fighting. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear them.
We can't.
Oh, good. They're like, go away.
So I love what you just said about like the question about your Facebook group and your VIP group. So I have two things, but like I have my Facebook group that are like the people that I know in life, you know, my life people, and then my Color Street VIP group are people that most of them are strangers that I've never met, and those are people that I've met from expanding my network and having nail bar parties, and then having the people from the nail bar parties come into my VIP group. So that's a completely different group of people.
Yeah.
So I'll personally say like this speaks a lot to me because I've never really posted about Color Street on my main Facebook group because of the job that I had, and I wanted to kind of keep it separate because of just like coworkers and things like that. So I've always kind of kept it like two different things. And so mine is opposite, and I share like my 5 favorites in my Color Street VIP group. Because it's funny, today I posted this on our group page, and I was scrolling through a lot of people's Facebook groups, which I was the same way when I started, and everything is nails, like every post. So I'm trying to get everybody to kind of change their mindset of, you know, post about the 5 favorites. And then I love how Kelly France says like your post should be like your life, like your life should be, my kids are screaming now, I'm distracted. Your
reality show versus.
Yes. And then the commercial are your nails. So I feel like now I need to change my personal page, and I've just now started posting a little bit on my personal page, but now I feel like I just need to change that completely. And that's huge, you know, that's like way different.
Yeah. I think honestly, when you are in a business like this, you have got to change your mindset of your personal Facebook page is now your business.
Yeah.
It's no longer this this place that you're going to come connect with your friends. Yeah, you're going to connect with your friends, but you are running a business now. This is your storefront. So your Facebook page is your storefront. If people are going to be scrolling your personal page, which I recommend to be public, if you're scared of having pictures of your kids, you can specifically say on each post, like for that like picture of your kids to be private. But the only way you're going to get people to see you and know what you're about, I had to change my mindset of what my personal page was. Before, like House of Jars and all this network marketing, I never was on Facebook. I never used it. I never cared about it. I would have like thrown it away if I could, you know? And now I feel like Facebook is where I have 70% of my customers and stylists are from Facebook. The rest are from Instagram. And like, I think I have like 3 girls that are local to me on my team. Like,
so as far as like your fakes, like I've never really been big on Instagram either, just another thing because of work. So do you pretty much like whatever you're posting on your main Facebook page, like I know Kelly France just copies the same thing to her Instagram. Is that kind of what you do too? That way you're not having to like come up with like all these different posts for all these different avenues.
Yeah, for the most part, I do that, but I think with Instagram, it's so visual. So I kind of pick the best pictures and all of that for my Instagram. But for the most part, anything that I have on my personal Facebook page, I don't have it go automatically. Some people do. But I think, you know, like these are all topics for another time maybe, but there's like stories are a big deal if you're doing stories. I'm so terrible at being consistent with stories, but I'm trying. So my Instagram is Threefold Chic if you guys want to follow me. CHIC.
One more thing, and I won't like keep you all night. All right. The other thing that I love that you said is like, I feel like, so our team for the first time copied what you talked about on the cruise for our sneak peek. We've done the same sneak peek for a year, and I was like, we've got to change it up. So we changed it up this past month, and I just love how it went. But so we did the business blessing, and you know, we'd always done that in the past, but what I love is how you said, like, why did you sign up? It's not your why, but it's like, what pushed you to sign up? I mean, that is huge. I've never thought about it that way. So I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think if you keep that in the forefront of your mind, like, what pushed me over is that, like, we overcomplicate things in our head. Like, oh, these people are never going to want to join me. They're never going to want to do this. And we're like counting ourselves out before we do anything. But like, really what pushed me over the edge was trying the product. Like, that was it. It wasn't like some big grandiose idea, you know, trying the product and then being like, well, crap, this is so good. Like, I need to do that. So how many of our customers are thinking the same thing? I guarantee you right now, your customers are contemplating and thinking about it, but they're too scared to say something. Sometimes you have to just be brave and be the one to do it and ask them. And sometimes you just have to share the right post and they're going to come to you. I had a girl who has been following me. We've been friends for like 3 years on social media. She, in my opinion, is sort of intimidating. She has like a great following. She is like an influencer. She gives great tips on Facebook. She's all like, we're just always chatting and like, you know, for years. She signed up, you guys, on that day when I posted that $500,000 post. I'm like, what? Like, I was like shaking in my boots over here. Like, are you serious? You want to sign with me? And she's like, had like $1,500 in sales this month so far. And she's like doing so great. And she's not one who I would have ever reached out to talk about this. You know, it's kind of intimidating. So
Right.
like, make sure that the posts that you're posting are grabbing people. Like, you're being honest and vulnerable. Don't just be like, my team's hosting a sneak peek. Come in and share with us. Like, nobody's going to want to come to you. They don't even know what that means. So make sure that you're sharing little bits of your life. Like, I know it sucks to say I'm in debt and I needed Color Street because I'm in debt and my family, you know, whatever. I know that sucks to say, but if that's your reality, talking about that, how many people are going to relate to that? Tons of people. So anyway, being vulnerable and honest on your personal page gets easier the more you do it. And go live once a week, friends. Once a week. Anyway, I can talk about that all day.
I know, this is so good. Thank you so much. I took 3 pages of notes.
Oh, I have a like Word document that I have notes on, so I can send that to you if you need it to.
Okay. Love it. Yay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. If you guys have questions, then
come to conference and ask her in person, because I'm going to tell you right now, she is not awkward in person. I do not know what you're talking about. I just felt like we connected so much, like, and it was, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I did feel like I connected with you. I was more awkward. I get awkward in big groups. Like, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay. I think in conference, maybe I'll be in my element because there's so many people. So we'll be fine. All right, you guys have a great day. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay. Bye, y'all.